This is the weekly horoscope for Sagittarius for the week of January 2nd, 2022. Sorry, I'm late on these. The holidays have got me, and then I was exhausted in the recovery. Oy. But anyways, if you haven't checked out my January monthly horoscope for Sagittarius, be sure to check that out. Venus moves into Aquarius, and we have the full moon on Friday in Cancer. So if you want more of a horoscope about what's going on, be sure to check your first house, your sun, and your rising. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and share on here, and then check your monthly horoscopes, your daily horoscopes, and your weekly for the astrology portion, so you can get more of a well-rounded view of what's happening on that day or that week. Okay, so my Saggies, there is an abundance of work happening for you this week. Projects and business related activities will keep you busy and involved. Your approach to work will be enthusiastic and dedicated, and you focus your attention on accomplishing your work that will bring you future growth and expansion in your career. You have a greater need to seek out prominent or influential professionals who can assist you in your efforts to expand or improve upon your work or line of business. Contacts with international organizations, business travel will be especially fortunate for you now. Also, you'll be setting high standards for yourself as far as work and career is concerned. You may judge yourself on how deeply committed you are to your work. If necessary, search out new possibilities. If your needs are being unfulfilled in your personal life and intimate relationships, you rely upon your principles and your faith to support your intentions at this time. You feel it essential to associate with individuals who are loyal and trustworthy to the end, while still allowing you enough freedom to explore your horizons. Then on Tuesday, your friends are more supportive of you now than usual. It is a good time to ask them for help. Your relationships should be comforting to you now. If married, your mate should be supportive of you, and you don't like to be told what to do. You can feel oppressed and restless or bored in relationships. You need to find freedom in your relationships. You can be butting heads with those in authority or not getting along with father's side of the family or the men in your life. You have a lot of influence over groups that you socialize with, or even your social circle, or just groups and organizations and family, or your friends. Okay, you can feel more of a connection with a particular group, and you can feel like this group is like family to you. Or you could be more social and out and about with a friend or a group organization. You will tend to pursue life less selfishly now, and will want to include others in your plans. You tend to be about bigger picture, and you can be volunteering your time and energy or going above and beyond for other people in your life. You are very generous at this time, so careful with your giving energy. You feel more undisciplined than usual. This is a tendency toward weight gain as well. One may suffer illness such as stomach aches. Social justice is very important to you now. If you see injustice at this time, it will bring a lot of outrage and a feeling of self-righteousness. You will also probably feel very self-indulgent at this time. Then on Wednesday, you can be trying to coexist or get along for the sake of getting along with certain people. There could be also you being too nice to certain people. These people can be crossing your boundaries like every time you create them, and they can be really testing you at this time and seeing how much they can get away with. So this could be a time of reevaluating your relationships. Teamwork makes the dream work as well. You can be more committed to the group, club, team, or society that you're in. You can be the head of your family, or you can find that other people look to you for leadership or advice. Someone in your life can be treating you out for lunch and showing some kind of appreciation for you, or this could be a fan gifting you something. The boundaries of your interpersonal relationships are brought up into the spotlight. An imbalance of give and take as well as happening. For some of you, this could be making your debut, uploading your new project on the social media. Income is sometimes improved as well. It is often a favorable time to return on investments. It can be a popular energy time for you. Relationships with men and authority figures should be improved at this time. you will find that your perspective is broadening. There is often an increase in openness to ideas and cultural lifestyles that you don't normally encounter. Then on the 5th, a conservative attitude prevails, my nose, in the financial matters. It is best to minimize financial risk and over expenditures. I feel that you can be putting yourself on a budget. You can be resourceful at this time. You can be couponing it, or you can be very strict on yourself. For some of you, you could be working on yourself at this time, dieting and taking care of your health at this time and taking care of your responsibilities. You may, so for some of you here, this can be dealing with stricter circumstances because of money at this time and having to do what you have to do. It is hard not to feel deprived. You may not be on speaking terms with your partner, and there could be a lack of communication between you two. Domestic responsibilities seem like a burden. In order to carry out your obligations to the family and loved ones, you will have to make adjustments. And if your concern and care is too serious or rigid, then you need to show more love, approval, and appreciation toward people you care about. You may even be denying your own needs for emotional gratification within your closest relationships. There can be tension and difficulty with your parents, children, mate, or people in authority, and you might be forced to re-examine your expectations. On the 6th, you are focused on details now and miss the bigger picture. You may receive bad news now or have to say goodbye to somebody. Best time for dealing with not the best time for dealing with verbal arrangements from other people, because things can change, or maybe they could be double talking you, or you weren't really listening to what they were saying and stuff like that because you just wanted to get whatever it is. Let's say they had something for free, but then you have to do this to get the thing that's for free, but you're not really paying attention. All you hear is free kind of situation. Yeah, so be careful with that. This is a time when you're likely to question a direction your life has taken. This is not the time to be taking advice from anybody because it is likely to be to your disadvantage or to be deceitful. Others will probably have a negative effect on you. This is not the best time for, just take that back. This is the best time for solitude and reflection, but it's going to come as an anxiety attack and restless energy. Take care that others do not misunderstand your actions and vice versa. Actions appear deceiving now and can lead to embarrassing situations as well. Your energies are especially low now, so take care to avoid infection and get enough rest, or you may find yourself getting sick. A lack of clarity and other motivations lead to an inability to act and a lack of certainty and lowering your self-confidence. Your body language may be confusing to others, or you may give your true intentions away. Then on the 7th, on Saturday, you may be sensitive to psychic impressions. Your ESPN channel is on. This is a good time for introspection or your personal life, as often there is a balance between your obligations and your personal needs. There could be a radical fluctuation in income at this time. Be careful about impulsive spending. Be careful about what you buy on Saturday, because you can have buyer's remorse, or you could be like, what the hell was I thinking? What? I didn't need that kind of situation. So not the best time to go shopping. You may want to slow it down because you could be questioning what the hell you purchased. If you are involved in a love relationship, it may be an on again, off again type of arrangement, or you two may be involved in a long distance relationship as well, where you see each other infrequently. Stability in relationships is hard to come by. Unexpected changes of plans and friction with others that lead to erratic action on your part is indicated. Accidents or traumas due to outbursts or anger, or just to being reckless, needs to be guarded against. Take it easy, slow your pace, recheck safety precautions, and you can avoid much strife during this period if you regularly exercise or work out, preferably on your own. Interactions with others can lead to trouble for you at this time. So it's just best to just stay by yourself and namaste. Alrighty. So your perspective and outlook on life is changing. For some of you, this could be focusing on home at this time as well. The 7 of Wands, certain things can be a bit of a process for you as well. You can also be dealing with court with this energy, or something that you want at this time as well, and you may not be getting it when you want it. So I would just be patient. for during this time period. So this could be like several months, or this could be like during the summertime. You may get what you want with this energy, so it can be a while. The Fool card, a joie de vivre kind of energy, a blase energy is happening at this time. The Page of Coins, I feel the mind on the money and the money on the mind. For others of you, there could be another source of income happening. For some of you, you have like several different sources of income, so this could be like one of your little pots boiling at this time with this energy. For others of you, you may have too much energy and you could be getting another job at this time just because you want something to do, especially those of you who are like 45 and older, you know, so you could be finding more things to do or volunteering your time and energy. The Two of Wands, the energy begins to move very quickly for you as well, so this could be a beautiful time for moving forward and seeing certain things happen. Like I said, you guys have like several pots going on, several little businesses going on, so you know, it's like one of these little things are like moving forward. I feel like for some of you, you are focusing more on school at this time and really buckling down and taking schooling very seriously. So I do see studying. I do see you being a little bit more proactive with the learning at this time and not trying to be about your play or trying to be about your partying life. So that is stopping. The Sun card, I feel like this is a popular energy time for you. Definitely new beginnings are coming up. For some of you, you can be put in a leadership position this month as well, or you can be impressing the right people at this time. You really do make it a point to stand out and to be seen during this time period, okay? The Temperance card, I see you happy on an emotional level and a financial level. For some of you, this could be putting the partying away at this time and just being more focused, or this could be making certain lifestyle changes with this energy, and you have strong willpower at this time that is being highlighted. For some of you, you could be taking a chance on a new place with this energy, so this could be a possible move happening. For some of you, the Ten of Swords, starting over in certain areas of your life. For some of you, you can be alone at this time, but I feel like at this time you may prefer to be by yourself, so this could be like a breakup with this energy, and for right now you just prefer to be alone. You're not really looking for anybody at this time. I do feel like this is not the best week to make decisions, so be careful with the decisions that you make because you may regret them, especially on Saturday, so be careful with that. The Tower card, change is happening for you. For some of you, this can be traveling coming up. For others of you, this could be a move happening at this time. For others of you, I feel like, you know, your soul is not making the best decisions for you at this time because there's an experience that is coming up that is not in your best interest, okay? So I feel like at this time, the reason why you're kind of like the little bug that is going to the light before it gets zapped. Okay, so yeah, it's that bad. All right, but this is for your soul's experience. So for some of you, you're not following your calling, you're not following your path at this time, and you're kind of making a detour at this time. So there are just certain things, you know, sometimes in life we have to get, especially in our 20s and in our 30s, we have to get certain things out of our system because our soul needs that experience because it never had that experience before. Or this could be a time of retraining for some of you with this energy, or revisiting certain situations because, you know, you got a bunch of planets in your 8th house that are in retrograde. So this could be revisiting the ex and remembering why you two broke up in the first place. So you need to go and revisit that situation so you could be reminded like, oh, this is why I broke up with the ex, okay? The ex didn't change, nothing changed, but your soul still has lessons with that situation. So it's up to you whether or not you want to get off that hamster wheel. For some of you, you have to remember North Node in Taurus and Oscar Wilde, because I do see that you're angry about certain things. You haven't let go the bone at this time, and this could be you seeking revenge with this energy as well. and getting upset about other people's comeuppance at this time, and you're not happy for certain people in your life, I would let it go, okay? Because the only person that is really hurting is you, and all you're doing by throwing your energy onto that person is helping that person grow and evolve into a better person, okay? I feel like for some of you here that you have your walls up at this time, you're keeping more to yourself, you don't want other people into your life at this time. For some of you, you may not even be intriguing new friends, especially those of you who are 30 and up. You may not be intriguing new friends at this time. You could just be in hermit mode and wanting to just be alone and to yourself at this time with this energy. For some of you, not all of you, this is a general reading. If you would like a reading from me, check out the description box below. I feel for others of you, this is a time where you need to start being a bit more self-reliant, get a plan, start saving your money or put a little bit of money away, because I do feel like, you know, you are too dependent on a situation or a person at this time, and it's very hard for you to move away from that situation because you will rely so much on that person. This could be you using somebody for a place to live with this energy, or this could be, you know, a situation here where you just need this person for their car kind of situation. So, you know, you need to kind of like, for some of you, not all of you, kind of get your situation in order for you to move ahead, in order for you to not feel oppressed or stuck in a situation, so you could feel free and you could feel like you could do what you want. Maybe you just need that independence. Maybe you need your own car. Maybe you need to get that driver's license so you can you know, go do what you want to do and not have to rely on certain people. Or worst comes to worst, maybe you need to go get that student loan so you don't have to listen to your parents and rely on your parents. You know, so certain things have to happen in order for you to disconnect. For now, you need certain people in your life because they are helping you out, okay? So try to be about bigger picture before you go burning and making bad decisions, which looks like it's going to be on Saturday. So I would be really careful with the choices and the decisions and life changes that you may make on Saturday. Just because we're going through a Mercury retrograde, some things will be temporary and some things will be permanent, okay? So just be careful with the decisions and choices that you are about to make with this energy, okay? Because it may not be in your best interest. You could just be going through it emotionally at this time and just kind of being like, you know, like throwing caution to the wind and being like, I'll let fate deal with it if this is what God wants, you know? I mean, that's really, you really like pushing your soul. It's like, let's learn all our corrections in 1 or 3 months. It's like, let's do it, you know? No. I do see on the job training happening for some of you at this time. For some of you, this is depression. Whatever you're worrying about, it's more in your head than in your reality. So you'll figure it out. You're strong like that. The Eight of Swords, I feel like you can also be going through it emotionally during this time period. For some of you, you can be reevaluating your career direction or certain things that you obligated yourself with this week. Now you could be like, oh damn, I wish I didn't ask for this, you know. So be careful what you ask for, because ask and you shall receive. So there could be a lot of responsibility on your plate at this time that you didn't expect to happen, okay, for little pay on top of that. So you could be feeling some kind of damn way about it with this energy. So just take it as you are getting the experience and it's something good to put on your resume with this energy, okay? So try to see the blessing in it. For others of you, you could be applying for jobs. It may not be the easiest time period at all, so keep the prayer on with that 8th house and delve into certainty, because too many planets in retrograde in that 8th house. So it may not be the easiest time for you with money or with getting another job. So I would be careful with this, because everything can be a bit of a process at this time. So don't go up and quitting your job. I do see business picking up at this time. There's some kind of financial windfall, like inheritance, tax returns with this energy. So this can be a good time for money for some of you with this energy. For some of you, not all of you. It depends what's going on in your chart, because some of you could be like watching for Pisces, right? You could be a sun in Pisces or something like that. So make sure to watch for your first house, your rising, and your sun sign, okay? If you need help with that, let me know and I'll be happy to help you. All right. The 6 of Wands, this is optimistic energy as well. Let me see. Let me count my coin cards, because it looks like we got quite a bit of thing going on here. We got some coins, Okay, so things are going to be a bit of a slow process during this time period, but fortune can be bubbling over for some of you because we do have only Mercury in retrograde in the second house. Let me see, where is Mercury in retrograde in the second house? At 19 degrees. And some of you actually have interceptions with Sagittarius rising. So at 19 degrees, you may have Mercury in retrograde at in your third house. So again, this is why it's important to check your natal chart to see where all the planets are, because the ones that are in retrograde in your second, 6th, 8th, 10th, and or 11th house could be blocking your money situation or your progress with success when it comes to your career, you see. So that's why it's important to look at your your natal chart, so you can see what the hell's going on, so then okay, well, I know not to be doing this or that, right? So this is success at work happening for some of you here this week. I see an emphasis on the job training. Trust your intuition during this time period as well. With this energy, the Hierophant card, I feel during this time period as well, that this is you evolving. This could be you standing out at this time. You can be at the right place at the right time when it comes to a group. With this energy, this could also be you evolving as a person and changing and growing as a person. So there's like a lot of success around you at this time for some of you. The Judgment card, ooh. So this could be like fate intervening at this time. You could be at the right place at the right time. You could be like experiencing this situation or like psychically picking up that there's going to be some major changes happening for you. So trust your intuition as well, but it could also be a little bit of a process. Okay, so I give it by March, but I do see new beginnings coming up for you during this time period as well. A reversal of fortune, something life alternating happening, something very transformative, possible pregnancy. For others of you, this could be some major drastic changes that you are going to be going through during this time period as well. For some of you, I would be careful with thoughts, because your thoughts do become things. So if you are like sitting on your hands at this time when it comes to things that you want to do or changes that you want to make at this time, I would be really careful with that, because again, thoughts really do become things. So this could be one of those things where the universe is listening to you, and the universe is going to start responding to whatever it is, whatever energy you're giving off. So it's really important that despite no matter what you're going through, that you try to stay as positive as possible. Sometimes it's really good to delve into faith consciousness and the power of prayer and stuff like that. I love to do that type of stuff because it really helps you, it really grounds you, and it helps you kind of like figure out your life a little bit, and then sometimes, depends how your thoughts are going and what are you thinking about all day long, you tend to attract whatever it is that you're thinking about all day long. So I would be careful with the self-conversation in your head. If you're thinking violent thoughts, guess what? You're going to get a lot of problems, okay? If you're thinking love, you're going to attract love, if you're thinking, like I realize, like, when people manifest things, like, they really are super focused. Like, sometimes my ex-husband would manifest cars, and it kind of sucked because every time, before I got hacked, I was doing so well on here, and so I would end up buying him a car, and I thought that sucked, right? And it's and then every time I try to manifest the car, I think it's because the way I was just so pissed off at him about that I would end up manifesting myself a crappy car. So it's damn it. So yeah, so this year I'm manifesting myself a nice Subaru because I'm obsessed with my brother-in-law's car. I don't want him to give me one. I want my own, and I want to purchase my own. So, I'm going to keep that positive energy going. For others of you, there's smooth changes happening. So it's you just got to keep your thoughts positive. There could be a raise or a promotion happening for some of you, growth with career. The King of Wands, you can be dealing. I feel that as I connect with the King of Wands, somebody is stuck in the middle. Okay, I feel for some of you here that you could be stuck in the middle of a situation that you don't want to be in at this time. and you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, okay? So I feel like that's coming up for some of you, not all of you. I do see some life-changing accomplishments coming up. This could be getting a job. This could be getting scholarship for college. For some of you, this could be getting your college degree, so that could be very accomplishing. This could be getting internship at this time. This could be getting scholarship. So this is a very positive period. For others of you, you could be seen on the news. You could be interviewed on the news or on a podcast at this time. So this could be a fun energy with that. Again, just like the astrology, you're setting standards for years to come. Okay, you are really impressing the right people. You are the you're the prototype of what they're looking for in an employee. So this is a beautiful energy time for you in regards to growth for career. Those of you who've had your job for 10 or 16 years are really going to see a lot of like rewards coming to you now because you had the same job. Now listen to me, my Saggies. You had the same job for 10 or 16 years. You see, this is why this is part of your cocoon with that 10th house energy, is to learn to stay at that job that you have. But a lot of you, after 5 years, you can't do it for whatever reason, not getting along with this person, or you go back to school to get yourself a better paying job, okay? So that's why it's not until later in life, like 43, 45, that you all start like hunkering down, or you guys start going back to school and taking schooling seriously and stuff like that, and a couple of you who were on my comment bar, hey, we already discussed that, and they agreed. So I'm not making this stuff up. So for a lot of you, you could start seeing a lot of accolades, especially those of you who have been in your job for 6 to 10 years. Okay, so there's a beautiful period for you with money and with career. I do see emotional triumph happening for you that's going to soothe all the wounds that you've been through, all that past hurt, and it's just going to dissipate. Certain obstacles may no longer apply in your life. I feel like this is a very good time for having certain conversations with certain people at this time, because I feel like certain things are going to end up going your way with this energy. I feel like this could be a recovery period for you in regards to career as well. So again, certain things are going to start to go your way this week with this energy. The Magician card, a time for destiny, as well, coming up for you. So there's a beautiful energy time for that. I feel for others of you that this could be dealing with somebody that's manipulative, or you could be very gullible and you see what you want to see at this time. So I would be careful when dealing with other people and what you say yes to, because you may regret your decision later on. I feel like for some of you, you need to learn to love yourself at this time. This could be moving forward in a relationship with this energy. For some of you, this can be traveling overseas. For others of you, this could be searching for some confidential information. Okay, maybe you guys are dealing with a court case or something like that, and you need evidence at this time, or you're trying to catch somebody in a lie and you need some kind of proof or evidence during this time period. The Four of Swords, I feel for some of you here that there is confrontation happening. I feel that you tend to want to do your own thing at this time, so you can be a little bit defiant with this energy and kind of like doing your own thing with this energy. I feel like it's best to deal with dominating people in silence. Silence is your best weapon this week. I feel like this is a great time for contract jobs or negotiations or litigations. The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money. So I see you happy on a financial level as well as a financial level and emotional level. The Empress card, I feel with this energy here that for some of you, this could be a time where you're kind of like climbing the corporate ladder with this energy as well. So this is a beautiful time for that. I feel like there's success. You do benefit through the women in your life this week as well. And the Page of Cups. I feel like for some of you, this could be opportunities with career advancement coming your way, but it may be with your old job. So it's up to you what you want to do with that. They could be kind of greasing your hand a little bit good there. So it's up to you if you want to go back to it. It just means that you will quit it again and go on to something else because you'll get bored or whatever. And then you'll go on to something else. For others of you, if you've been crushing on somebody, I feel like you'll get that crush with this energy as well. And support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.